sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed and away from our ears. Chin up. Eyes closed. Let's take a moment to set our intention for today's practice. So whatever our goals or desires, whatever our reasons for being here, bring them to mind in words or imagery. Now, having set your intention, release attachment to the outcome. Instead of holding rigidly to what you want, instead of comparing your current self to your past, allow your body to relax, allow your mind to expand, allow your energy to flow. Visualize now a beautiful box, a container of any size, shape, or sort, a container that's worthy of all your thoughts for safekeeping. Into this beautiful box, place thoughts about your day, the week ahead, the month ahead. Thoughts about the holidays, thoughts about entertaining and gift giving. Place into the container thoughts about Thanksgiving, even about our gratitude. All the thoughts that normally worry your mind during the course of the day, place them into the container for safekeeping. And as we go through our practice this morning, if these thoughts come creeping back into our consciousness, place them back into the container and return your attention to the breath. Remind yourself this is your time. You've come here guiltlessly to stretch, to focus, to meditate, to heal, to relax or be rejuvenated, to grow stronger, to join a mind and body in unison. In coming here, you love and care for yourself, so you in turn can love and care for others. So let's turn our attention now to the breath. Let's begin inhaling deeply through the nostrils, pulling the air in along the back of the airway, filling the lungs, allowing the belly to expand. On the exhale, we're breathing out through the mouth, emptying the lungs, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. So let's take 3 deep breaths here. Ready? Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Very good, ladies. All right, the Let's come into tabletop. Let's do a little cat-cow, cow-cat as we begin our practice this morning. So in tabletop, as always, knees are hip-width apart, directly below the hips. Hands are shoulder-width apart, directly below the shoulders. We're pushing away from the mat, so fully extending from the lat muscles, all the way from the lat muscles, fully extending the arms here. And we're starting with a flat back. So let's go into our cow on the inhale, pulling the tailbone high, pulling the chin forward. You can move your feet with the pose as well. So here the toes might be tucked into the mat. And on the exhale, rounding the shoulders, arching the back, tucking the chin into the chest, tucking the tailbone. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Very good, ladies. So we're going to transition to downward facing dog. So take a deep breath in. We're going to hold here. Knees are lifted from the mat. Toes curled in. We're pushing away through the shoulders, just holding here before we fully transition. One more breath. Excellent. Deep breath in and exhale. Lengthen into your down dog. Pressing the heels back towards the mat. Dropping the crown of the head low. So you can heighten your down dog by pulling your ribs in towards your pelvis, your hips. Very good. Feel the extension as you stretch the heels back towards the mat. One more breath. Excellent. So here we're going to lift the left foot from the mat, sweeping that leg backwards towards the sky. One more breath. Excellent. Deep breath in. Now let's angle forward, bringing the shoulders a little bit past the fingertips. And we're going to sweep this left foot forward as we sink into pigeon here. Pointing the toes away. Sitting up nice and tall into the stretch. So as we breathe into this left thigh, into the low back, into the right hip, wherever you're feeling that tightness, let's breathe into those spaces. One more breath. reclining king pigeon. So take a deep breath in, and we're going to walk the hands forward, bringing the torso to the thigh, bringing the forehead to the mat. So make sure that you're keeping your shoulders nice and soft here. Arms are relaxed. One more breath. Very good. Now let's walk the hands back towards the body here. Let's press away. Once again, coming back to king pigeon. Excellent. So we're going to go for a quad stretch here as we bend the right knee, pulling the heel in towards the body. We're going to put the weight on our on our right arm here as we try to reach back with the left. One more breath. Excellent. And we're going to release. Very good. So we're going to transition back to our down dog here. So let's curl the toes into the mat. Deep breath in. We're going to lift off from this left leg. Walking the dog here as we come into down dog. One more breath. Very good. So back to our standing down dog. Deep breath in. And we're going to sweep this right leg back. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. We're going to come slightly forward and sweep the right leg in as we sink into our pigeon here. Sitting up nice and tall into the stretch. One more breath. Excellent. We're walking the hands forward, coming into our reclining pigeon. And as always, we're relaxing all the tight places. Breathing into that right hip and thigh. Keeping the shoulders and arms soft. One more breath. Excellent. Deep breath in as we walk the hands back in and exhale. And now we're going to go for that fold on this left leg, so let's bend that left knee. Rotate the torso as we reach back with the right. One more breath. Excellent, and let's release. So as we prepare to step back into down dog, lift off from that knee and lengthen into down dog one more time. Or we're going to walk the dog here. One more breath. Excellent. So we're going to step the left foot forward. So we're going to lift off, so pushing away from the mat, really extending through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Step that left foot forward. And we're going to sink into our lizard here. So that right leg is extended. We're going to gently bring that right knee to the mat. Point the toes away here. Very good. And now with the top of the foot on the mat, we're going to again lift that right knee and lengthen that leg. So slowly dropping the hips, bringing the hips closer to the mat, and then lengthening that leg completely. Excellent. So let's go a little bit deeper. Let's bend that right elbow, bring that forearm to the mat, and then, if you can, join it with the left. And here, while you're in this lizard pose, if you feel like you might be able to open up the hips a little bit more, bring the torso closer to the mat, feel free to explore the length of this stretch using the breath. One more breath. Excellent. So we're going to gently push away. We're going to pull the hips back. So as we pull the hips back, we're lengthening this left leg. And now let's keep the toes flat on the mat. So toes are pointing forward. So you might feel the stretch here in the hamstring, the back of that left thigh. And we can go a little bit deeper with this stretch by pulling the torso closer to the thigh. So let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale. As we exhale, we bend the elbows. Gently guide that torso in. One more breath. Excellent. So we're going to stay right here, just turning the toes up, so pointing the heel away. So concentrating now on the stretch in the calf. One more breath. Excellent. So let's take a deep breath in here. We're going to slowly pull that left leg back, and we're going to come into a three-legged cow. So we're bending that left knee. Torso is rotated, we're squared to the mat. The left knee is pointing down towards the mat, the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Excellent. So we're going to go for scorpion pose here. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, we're bending the elbows as we lengthen that left leg, bringing the chest and chin to the mat. Left leg extended straight up overhead. One more breath. Excellent. Deep breath in, and we're going to slowly bring the leg back to the mat and extend the arms, coming back into tabletop here. Very good. Deep breath in. We're curling the toes into the mat, pushing away through the elbows, and we're going to lift the knees, holding this elevated table. So you want to try to get your tailbone down, get your spine level. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. Extend into down dog. One more breath. Very good. We're going to push away through the arms and step the right leg forward as we come into lizard on the right. Excellent. And as always, we have the right knee directly over the right ankle. So we're going to gently bring the left knee to the mat. Point the toes away. Excellent. Let's bring the right hand inside. Now with the top of the foot on the mat, let's go ahead and lift that knee, lengthen that leg before we bring that knee back to the mat. Excellent. So nice and long through that left hip. Excellent. So let's try to go a little bit deeper here. So let's bring that left elbow and forearm to the mat, and then the right. And as we did with the other side, if you're able to go deeper, if you're able to lengthen a little bit more into the stretch, allow the body to flow into the pose. One more breath. Excellent. So we're going to gently push away. Pull the hips back. That right foot remains connected to the mat. We're lengthening this right leg. And we're going to soften the right hamstrings here. Very nice. So let's go a little bit deeper into the stretch. So let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale as we bend the elbows. Bring the torso towards the thigh. One more breath. Excellent. So here we're going to pull the toes back towards the body, press the heel away. One more breath. Excellent. And deep breath in and slowly pull the right leg back as we come to our three-legged cow. Again, we're rotating, making sure we're squaring the hips. Hips and shoulders are square to the mat. The knee is rotated, pointing towards the mat. The sole of the foot towards the ceiling. One more breath. Excellent. And release. Very good. We're going to come here to our child's pose. So let's pull the toes together and widen the knees. So we're guiding the knees towards the edges of the mat. Here we're going to sink the tailbone towards the heels. Settling the torso on or between the thighs. Very good. Excellent. And let's come back to tabletop here. Very good. So from here, we're going to extend into downward facing dog, and from there into plank. So let's lift off from the knees one more time, pushing away through the shoulders, holding this elevated tabletop. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in, and we're going to extend into down dog. Excellent. From here, we're going to transition into plank. So we want to remember, push away through the shoulders, drop the tailbone, but we're not sinking the tailbone completely. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. Bend the knees, transition back to tabletop, and back to child's pose. One more breath. Excuse me. So we're coming back to that transition one more time. So let's lift into tabletop. Very good. Let's push away. Let's lift off from the knees. Extend into downward facing dog. And into plank. One more breath. Excellent. Bend the knees. And back to child's pose. This time let's sweep the hands back by your sides. Round the shoulders. Bring the arms to the mat. Palms up. Excellent. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. Lift back to tabletop. Last time here. So we're going to lift. Have a good one. We're going to lift that right knee from the mat. We're coming back to our three-legged cow. Very good. Shoulders squared, pushing away. Very nice. Now let's go for our scorpion here. So deep breath in. We're going to bend the elbows as we lengthen the leg. Bring the chin and chest to the mat. One more breath. Excellent. Deep breath in. And we're going to slowly bring this right leg down. Very good. And we're back to tabletop. All right. From here, ladies, we're gonna bring the right leg in. So we're slowly sinking again into pigeon. So the right leg is across, sinking here into pigeon. So acknowledge whether you have any more flexibility or depth or length as we settle here into pigeon this second round. One more breath. Let's go for reclining king pigeon. Walking the hands forward. One more breath. Very good. Deep breath in. Let's bring the hands back. Gently pull into our king pigeon. We're going to slowly come back to tabletop. So lift off from the hips. Keep that left knee on the mat. Gently guide that right leg back in place. Now let's pull that left leg forward. And let's sink the hips here as we settle into pigeon. One more breath. Very good. So let's walk the hands forward. One more breath. Very good. Let's walk the hands back in. And we're going to gently lift off, sliding back into tabletop. We're going to sink the hips one more time into child's pose. Bringing the tailbone to the heels, lengthening out into the stretch. So we're going into extended child's pose. Arms are fully extended. We're going to engage the arms here by lifting the elbows and forearms from the mat, walking the fingertips to their furthest point. You can bring your forehead to the mat to relax the neck and shoulders. So we're fully engaging the hands and fingertips here, lifting the palms from the mat. So arms fully extended, palms are lifted, fingertips are cupping the mat. So as we hold here, guide your shoulder blades together, lengthening them over your head and neck as you activate the shoulders here. One more breath. Excellent. So we're going to keep our child's pose here. We're sweeping the arms back, bringing them behind us. We're going to intertwine the fingers, try to keep the palms together. We're going to press the shoulder blades together here. As we gently try to lift the arms from the back, activating the tricep muscles. One more breath. Excellent, and we're going to release. Very good. So from here, ladies, let's gently rotate the torso, and we're coming into our corpse pose here. So settling into corpse, let's take a moment to check in on the body. Be aware of joints that feel opened, muscles that feel stretched. Be aware of your heart rate. Be aware of your breathing. See if you feel energized. That shimmer of energy is running through the body. So as the heart rate settles, let's return control of the breath to the body. Let the breath find its natural path. Visualize a tiny point of light shining at heart center. Imagine that light as it spreads, flowing upward, across, up through and across the torso, the chest, the shoulders, arms, down into your palms, and out through your fingertips, up across your shoulders, up towards your neck, into your jaw, your ears, your eyes, the crown of the head, down through your hips, your pelvis, glutes and thighs, knees and calves, your heels, and out through your toes. You are transformed into a light being, and with the transformation you are at peace. That sense of peace is visible and tangible. It is yours and yours alone. It is not external. It is a part of you. To be nurtured and shared. When you're ready, ladies, gently bring your awareness back to the room and slowly roll to one side. As you use an arm for support as you come to seated, hope you had a good practice this morning, ladies, and feel stretched and relaxed and yet energized. Eat well, hydrate well, rest well when the time comes. Be safe wherever you go today and wherever you go. Be at peace. Namaste.